Kyle Austin with Matt Wenzel after Michigan State's 28-14 win over Western Michigan with our three biggest takeaways. And Matt, number one, I think has to be the defense. 3 points given up in 2 weeks, 0 points today. Both touchdowns came off defense, special teams. Where is this unit doing well?
Well, a little bit of everything actually. Western just put 31 up on the board against on the road against USC the week before, and I mean Michigan State held their offense to zip. They got an interception a fumble return for a touchdown, a kickoff return for a touchdown. They finished with 195 total yards of offense, and a big chunk of that was on that drive in the fourth quarter that stalled out. So yeah, I mean they didn't give up fewer than 100 yards passing, fewer than 100 yards rushing, or well, just over 100 yards rushing, and just all around doing well right now.
Doing a lot of things better. I think the number one thing that stands out for me is the pass rush. Obviously abysmal last year, and Harlan Barnett has kind of hinted that there's some structural things that teams basically had out-strategized them, and they've made some changes in the offseason that I think they feel like are catching teams off guard a little more, and they're a little tougher to prepare for. Takeaway number two, a little bit more kind of vague, but how Michigan State responds to adversity. That's something I think we hear coaches talk about a lot, but last year when something went wrong, there were letdowns afterwards. You could tell in their body language, you could tell in their play afterwards. If they gave a big play, they kept playing poorly after that. And this year, and today especially, I thought Michigan State continued to play well after things went poorly. That's something Mark and Antonio talked about. You had the 100-yard kickoff return, the fumble return for a touchdown. The defense played well after that, and that's important for them.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, last week, 4 fumbles, 3 of them were turnovers, including one on the opening drive at the goal line. That can be a big deflator, and they end up, they bounce back from the large mistakes so far for the most part, and not let it become 2 or 3.
Speaking of coming back from mistakes, takeaway number 3, LJ Scott. Big day today. I think it was 80-something, 90 yards after the 2 fumbles last week. Big for him to kind of get going.
Yeah, 2 fumbles. He had probably one of his worst games ever in Michigan State last week with 15 carries for 39 yards and 2 fumbles. Both of them were turnovers this week. He comes back. He didn't start. Holmes got the start, but he finished with 18 for 86 and a score. He had a big 41-yard, I think it was, gain on 4th down. So yeah, big game for him.
All right, that'll do it. Bye week and then Notre Dame. Check mlive.com/Spartans for all your coverage.